Welcome everybody for our next story listening session. And today's story is The Rose, rewritten by Benica Mason for story listening. Let's get down to business. Once upon a time, long time ago, in the past, maybe 200 years ago, like this, like 200 years ago, quite a long time. It's 2 centuries, 200 years ago. It was in Germany. It was in Europe, and Germany is a country in Europe. So that's my interpretation of Europe, and there is Germany. So we have Europe here. That's in Italy. Okay, and this is Germany. Here, it's a country part. Europe and Germany. It's like Germany is part of Europe. So that was 200 years ago in Germany, and there was a woman. There was a woman. Like that. It was a woman. And she was very poor. That means that she has no money. Very poor, no money. She lived in a small house. Just maybe one bedroom or even just one room with annex. So, and she was like that. Alright. She was, that was a woman. She was poor. And she was living in a small house. They couldn't afford something big. So she had two children. She had a boy and a girl. So she had a boy and a girl, two children. A boy and a girl. And the boy was older and the girl was younger. So the boy was older and the girl was younger. It was like that. There was children. So the boy was older, more years, higher, taller, and the girl was younger, less years, less. And mother told the girl, go into the forest and get some firewood. So she sent her daughter, the woman, sent her daughter into the forest, and the forest is a place with a lot of trees, different trees, like that. That's a forest. There are a lot of trees, no people, no houses. There are just trees and nothing else. So get some firewood, and firewood is wood that you use to put it on fire. Just you use it in your fireplace or some stove. It's pieces of wood that you can put into your fireplace. Let me draw it for you. So to heat your house. So like that. So you got them into your fireplace and you put them on fire. So you ignite them and you got a fire and you heat. You heat from not getting cold. You heat your house to make it warm. Nice. You warm from the fire. Higher temperature. The mother told the girl to fetch some firewood every day. So fetch, she told her to fetch. Like that. So she told her to fetch. That means that you don't have something and you go somewhere, take it and bring it back. So you come back with something that you didn't have before. You go without it and you come back with this. So that means to fetch, to bring it from somewhere back from where you started. That means to fetch. You don't have it, you go somewhere, take it, grab it, and you get back with this. And that means to fetch something. And by the way, the girl was only 5 years old and she was doing this job. But she knew, the girl, she knew that her mother needed her help because they needed something to put into the fireplace and to heat their house, to make it warm, not to get cold inside. Mother was poor, no money, was poor, and she needed wood to warm the house. To warm the house like that in the fireplace and to cook food for her children. So I think that they had really old kind of open fire cooking. It was like that. So you got firewood. So they used the pot on the fire to cook. So you got food here in the pot and you got fire from firewood, and there is a fireplace, something like a stove, ancient way of cooking. And the girl had to go to the forest every day. So they heated their house every day. So the girl had to go to the forest every day. That means like on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I guess it was on Sunday as well. So all days through the week, she was going to the forest every day, like Monday, Friday, Tuesday, every day. One day, when the girl, she went to the forest, she met a little boy. So she was in the forest looking for a wood, and she met a little boy. It was a girl, and she went to the forest with a lot of trees, the forest, and she met a small boy. He was way smaller than her. And the boy, he said to her, I will help you. He began to help her to pick up some wood. So he was looking for the firewood and was helping picking up. He was a little boy, but he was quite strong. He didn't stop working, so he didn't make any breaks. No lunch breaks, no breaks for social net or something. He was working. He worked busily. That means like he was concentrated on the process. He worked hard, so he didn't look for only small pieces of wood. He was gathering everything that he could see. So he was not flanking. He was like really hard working. He was working hard. He worked hard. He worked industriously. And industriously is when you have a really well-defined process like step 1, step 2, step 3, and you don't stop. You just have everything calculated and you have well done job with forming your process from start till the end. That means industrious. That's why this word industry, that when you have some process-based approach, when you have this process 1, 2, 3 for every step you have, and from each step comes the next step. So he worked industriously. After he gathered a lot of wood, he said, I will help you take them home, those firewood. They had 2 bundles of firewood, and bundle is when you collect something into kind of packages like that. So they had 2 bundles like that, 2 bundles of firewood. It's more like twigs, but anyway, it's a firewood. So they had 2 bundles, one per each, and as soon as the 2 children arrived home and brought 2 bundles of wood home, suddenly the boy disappeared. So they both took the bundles, the girl and the boy. They had bundles and they went home. So, girl had bundle of firewood and the boy had bundle of firewood, and they went back. So they thatched. They had no firewood and they brought it back. That means that they fetched some firewood back to home. And when they came to home, the boy was there and he disappeared. There was no boy anymore. So you could see him, there is a boy, and just another moment, you take a look aside, and you get back and there is no boy. He disappeared. The girl said to her mother, Mother, I met a little boy in the forest and he helped me to find a firewood and helped me carry the wood home. Mother said, Nobody lives in the forest. I do not believe you. So her mother thought that girl was saying not true, because she was quite sure, the mother was quite sure that nobody lives in the forest. I don't believe it. The next day, that means it was Monday and it would be Tuesday in this case. Next day, when the little girl went into the forest, the little boy came and helped her. She was happy to see him and he helped her to carry wood home, just like the day before. So she met again the boy in the forest, and the boy helped to collect some firewood, maybe 2 bundles again, and he helped the girl to carry this firewood back to home, to fetch it back. That happened every day. Like every day girl went into the forest, she met this small boy and he helped her. So girl was happy to see him there in the forest. One day, the little boy said, I will not come anymore. That means that he said to her that he won't be in the forest next day and all days after. So that was last time. No, not anymore. Today is the last day today. But I will give you a flower today. And it was a rose. It was a rosebud. So the boy gave this girl a rose. Oh, I was quite good with it. So the boy gave this girl a rose. Yeah, see? And there was a rosebud. It's part of the flower. It's a rosebud. And the boy said, I will come back when the rosebud is full bloom. So it was like a young flower, the bud was closed, and the boy said, when the rosebud is in full bloom, like that, he will come back. The girl said to her mother, the girl said to her mother, the boy told me that he would not come to help me again. That means that there won't be any more help from the boy. But today he gave me the rose. So he just told the story to her mom. So he told her that there was a last day when boy helped her, and that he gave the girl this flower, the rosebud. Mother wondered, wow, she was surprised. Maybe it's true. She put the rosebud in the vase. So she took the vase with some water and put the rose inside of it. So mother took the vase, maybe poured some water inside, and put the rose inside of the vase. The girl said, the boy said he would come again when this rose is in full bloom. The next day, little girl went into the forest, but the boy didn't come, just like he promised. She thought, she was looking for the wood, she sought firewood by herself. The next day, she went to the forest again, as we told before. So she went to the forest again on her road, just the girl, and the boy wasn't there again. She was sad. On the third day, girl was tired. Like there was a lot of firewood. She fetched it by herself back home. So she was tired. Like she had no energy, no power. She was tired. On the fourth day, the girl didn't wake up. She stayed in the bed and she was sleeping. Just like that. Stayed in the bed and she was sleeping. So she was sleeping. Alright. So the fourth day girl stayed in the bed and she was sleeping, like eyes closed, see? She was sleeping in the bed. Mother came to the child's bed, and said, wake up, it's time to go to the forest to fetch wood. So again, it was a lot of job to be done. Come on, let's go, it's time to go to the wood for the firewood. Not such a nice start of the day for me. But the girl didn't wake up, she was sleeping. The eyes were closed. Mother said, my child is dead. So she died. But the child looked happy. So she was sleeping. The eyes were closed, but maybe she was smiling like that. So it should be like this. So girl was sleeping. But she looked happy, like she was smiling. Like that. So she was sleeping, but she was smiling. Mother looked at the rose and the flower was in full bloom. It was like So it was like that. So that was a young, not in a bloom, and here is a full bloom. The little boy came and took the girl to the heaven. And that's the end of the story. Hope you like it. Bye bye.